Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today, we're exploring a topic that genuinely captivates us all: the fascinating nuances of attraction, and specifically what truly ignites connection for women. You might have your theories, but our sources reveal a really compelling blend of science, psychology.
And some surprising everyday actions, too.
Exactly.
We gathered insights from, a wide range of material. We've got articles on an emotional connection, practical dating advice from coaches.
And even scientific studies on brain chemistry.
Right. So our mission here is to distill these sources to help you understand the complex dance of attraction, from the subtle signals right through to the profound bonds.
Yeah, we're going to unpack why emotional connection often proves more powerful than, sheer physical attraction.
And how anticipation can be such a powerful engine for desire.
Totally. And even some very specific turn-ons you might never have even considered. So let's jump into what makes a connection really unforgettable for women. Okay, so let's start with what our sources call the real currency of attraction. It turns out that while physical chemistry, it can certainly provide a thrilling, almost instant sugar high.
Yeah, that dopamine spike feels great initially.
Right, incredibly exciting. But emotional connection, that tends to hit much deeper. It's far more enduring.
And what's truly fascinating here is that this emotional connection, it isn't just a personality preference, it's actually a profound biological response.
Biological? How so?
Well, it's rooted in the release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone.
Ah, oxytocin.
Yeah,
Okay.
this hormone surges when a woman feels emotionally safe, truly seen, and deeply valued. It's the same chemical release during really significant bonding experiences, like a mother holding her newborn.
Wow. Okay. And it's not just those huge life-changing moments, is it?
No, not at all. Our sources highlight that oxytocin is also released during orgasms, shared cuddling, even long, meaningful conversations where you just connect. And over time, that feeling,
Yeah.
it can become incredibly compelling, almost addictive, as some sources put it.
So you could be the most physically impressive person in the room, ripped, high status, conventionally attractive.
Right. The whole package on paper.
But if there's no emotional resonance, it's often just temporary.
Pretty much a temporary thrill. She might be drawn in initially, sure, but our sources strongly suggest that deep, lasting desire often won't form without that emotional piece.
Okay, let's connect this to the bigger picture. There's that anecdote about Nadia you mentioned.
Ah, yes. Nadia. She dated a man who, on paper, was a walking dream. Tall, rich, handsome, abs, deep voice.
Always planning fancy dates.
Exactly. But after only a month, she ended things.
Why? What was missing?
Depth. As she put it, he had zero depth, zero emotion. She felt like she was dating a mannequin. His reactions to her deepest fears were apparently as flat as if she were discussing the weather.
Oof. That's a powerful illustration. So what happened next for her?
Well, 2 months later, she became completely captivated by another guy. Totally different type.
How so?
He wasn't flashy or wealthy, but he genuinely saw her. He asked real questions, remembered small details, like her childhood dog.
The little things.
Yeah. He laughed at her dark humor, and he just listened when she cried. Didn't try to fix it, just listened.
And she described feeling at home, right? Able to be her full, raw, and unfiltered self, never judged.
Exactly. And that, our sources suggest, is the profound impact of oxytocin at work. That feeling of safety and being seen.
Yeah, and the science backs this up.
Strongly. Studies show women's long-term sexual desire is far more robustly tied to emotional intimacy than men's. The core concept seems pretty clear. For deep, lasting connection, she needs her heart to feel safe and cherished before her body can fully go all in.
That's a profound idea. Does that mean physical attraction becomes almost secondary? Or does it just change when the emotional intimacy is there?
It's not really secondary. It's more that emotional safety acts as the crucial gateway. When that trust and connection are firmly established, it elevates everything, every aspect of the relationship. It allows her to truly go all in, emotionally and physically.
Oh, okay.
And our sources highlight how this emotional investment then leads to her becoming more sexually available, more loyal, more willing to be vulnerable.
And even inspired to bring her best self to the relationship.
Precisely. Even seemingly small gestures, a gentle forehead kiss, a late-night check-in text, a random inside joke, they can deeply melt her heart because they reinforce that bond.
Right. So what does this mean for your approach, if you're listening?
Well, our sources suggest a really powerful shift in perspective. Instead of viewing sex as the ultimate finish line,
The goal.
yeah, Consider that the real win, the profound connection, emerges when she truly begins to crave your presence more than just your physical touch.
Okay, that's huge. But this raises an important question. How do you build this deep emotional connection without falling into what some of our sources call simping? Being overly eager or performative.
Right, in a way that signals insecurity, which can actually be a turnoff. Yeah, that's a crucial distinction. The sources are clear. Being emotionally connected is not the same as being emotional in that, performative or overwhelming way.
So it's not about crying on her lap
Sure.
or trauma dumping.
Exactly. Or sending endless good morning queen texts. That's not it.
So what is it then? It's not about losing your strength or edge.
Right, not at all. Genuine emotional connection is about being emotionally present. Calm, curious, and real. That's what creates the safety she needs to truly open up and bond with you.
Okay. And our sources lay out some key strategies for this.
They do 5 key strategies. First, ask deep questions.
Deeper than what do you do?
Oh, definitely. Move beyond the superficial stuff like, what's your favorite color? Instead, try questions that invite deeper reflection. Like, what's something people often misunderstand about you? Or, when do you feel most like yourself?
Okay. Those are different.
They disarm her because they signal you're genuinely interested in seeing her, not just impressing her.
That shift from superficial questions,
Yeah.
that's definitely a game changer. We've all been on those dates that feel like job interviews.
Right.
So once you're asking deeper questions, what's the next step, the next strategy for building that connection?
Well, once you're digging deeper, the next crucial step is learning to mirror her emotions, not just her words.
Mirror emotions, how does that work?
Okay, so if she says something like, ugh, work's been absolutely killing me lately, instead of flat, that sucks.
Which is easy to do.
Very easy. Instead, respond with resonance. You might say, wow, you sound really burnt out. Are you feeling like you're carrying the weight of everything on your own lately? See the difference?
Yeah, that acknowledges the feeling behind the words. It fosters a real connection rather than just talking at her.
Exactly. You're showing you get it on an emotional level.
That's powerful. It moves from just hearing words to truly seeing her emotional experience. What's the third strategy?
Third, create emotional anchors.
Emotional anchors, what are those?
These are like shared experiences, private jokes, little rituals that become unique to the two of you. Could be a goofy nickname that just stuck, or meet-up handshake.
Or that specific coffee shop that becomes your spot.
Exactly. These aren't forced. They're moments that naturally evolve. They build shared memories that create deeper meaning and emotional resonance over time.
That concept of emotional anchors is really interesting. But what if someone worries it might feel, forced or inauthentic? How do you create these naturally?
That's a really valid concern. The key is they must evolve organically from genuine moments. It's not about manufacturing a ritual, but about recognizing and maybe playfully acknowledging those small, unique interactions that naturally pop up.
Like a shared laugh over something silly.
Right, or an inside joke from a particular day, or a place that just becomes yours spontaneously. Okay, fourth strategy. Hold space without rushing to fix everything.
The fix-it urge. That's a tough one.
It really is. When she's venting about a friend, a boss, an ex, resist that urge to jump in like a mechanic to solve her problem. Your role, our sources suggest, is often just to sit in the discomfort with her.
So what do you say?
You could offer something like, wow, it sounds like that really got into your skin. Do you want to talk about it more, or would you maybe prefer a distraction tonight?
Okay, that gives her agency.
Exactly. It demonstrates emotional leadership, strength, and a calm presence. You're there with her, not trying to take over.
That makes perfect sense. Being present without hijacking the conversation. Okay, what's the final strategy on this list?
And finally, number 5. Stop trying so hard to impress her.
Really? Stop trying.
Well, stop overtly trying, maybe. Our sources are very clear on this. The harder you try to prove yourself, the less emotionally safe you often appear. They actually frame it as performance is insecurity in disguise. True confidence implies something more like, I don't need to impress you, I'm actually here to genuinely get to know you.
So it's a paradox.
It really is. The less you try to win her over in that performative way, the more you emotionally disarm her. And that often leads to her texting you first, sharing deeper secrets, and feeling genuinely so comfortable around you.
Okay, wow. That's a lot to unpack on emotional connection. Now, this next insight really shifts the perspective again. Our sources suggest that what genuinely turns women on, Surprisingly, it might not just be the act itself,
Mm,
but the buildup and anticipation. Why is that so powerful?
it's a fantastic point, and honestly, it makes perfect sense when you think about it. A woman's arousal is often largely driven by emotion, imagination, suspense, much more so than solely physical stimulation, at least initially.
So the brain chemistry is different.
Yeah, dopamine, the pleasure and reward chemical, it spikes during that period of anticipation.
Yeah.
And oxytocin, our bonding hormone, builds as she feels emotionally hooked and crucially not rushed into things.
You see this playing out constantly in pop culture, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. Think about the appeal of, say, literotica books or the entire narrative arc of 50 Shades of Grey.
Or even classic romantic comedies.
Exactly. The core appeal, the sustained tension, is always the question of will they or won't they?
And our sources point out that once the main characters do finally get together,
The story often becomes, well, not interesting anymore. The tension is gone.
right, this highlights a really crucial point then. If predictability tends to kill relationships,
And excitement thrives on the unknown.
then your role or job, as some sources put it, becomes about maintaining that delicate balance. Suspense, mystery, build-up, playful teasing.
Yeah, keeping that spark alive.
So how do you actually do that? Let's get practical. First, teasing, both verbal and physical.
Right. Verbally, it's about showing subtle interest, not, laying all your cards on the table at once.
Give me an example.
Okay, maybe a playful line like, you keep looking at me like that and we're going to be in big trouble. It creates those sexual undertones without being overly explicit.
Okay, and physically.
Take things slow. Use light, lingering kisses. Sometimes pull away just a little to build desire. And in the bedroom, prioritize foreplay and touching over immediate intercourse.
Even dirty talk can fit in here.
Absolutely. Well-timed dirty talk can be a fantastic way to build that delicious anticipation towards a climax.
Okay, so teasing is one element. What's the second?
Second, cultivating an element of mystery.
This doesn't mean being shady, right?
No, definitely not. It's not about being evasive or dishonest. It's more about avoiding oversharing, especially early on. Don't tell her everything about your past, your future desires, all your likes and dislikes in the first conversation.
Let things unfold.
Exactly. Release information subtly over time. Tell half stories sometimes. Let her ask questions, rather than delivering your entire life biography up front.
And keep evolving.
Yes. As you naturally grow and change as a person, subtly reveal new interests, new perspectives, ensure she never feels like she knows exactly everything about you at all times. Keep some things just for you.
Okay, makes sense. Third strategy for building anticipation.
Strategic surprises. This is how you combat that predictability we talked about, with welcome unpredictability.
So what kind of surprises? Grand gestures.
Doesn't have to be grand at all. It could be something as simple as an unexpected compliment.
Yep.
Or a random text with a picture of something interesting you're doing during your day.
Or spontaneous date.
Yeah, but maybe not totally unannounced, more like a last-minute fun outing. Hey, feel like catching that movie tonight? Or let's grab pizza and have a picnic. Simple, fun, breaks the routine.
Got it. And the final point here.
And finally, what our sources call non-responsiveness, or maybe better put, strategic availability.
Meaning?
It means not being too available, like not constantly glued to your phone, ready to reply instantly, or always free to hang out the second she suggests it.
Having your own life.
Exactly. Being a little bit busier adds an element of mystery and ensures you're not perceived as, easy to get a hold of. It makes the time you do spend together feel more valuable.
Okay, so we've explored the deep stuff, emotional connection, anticipation. But beyond those currents, what about the more immediate, tangible things? Qualities or actions, our sources say, can be highly attractive. How do these connect back?
That's a great question because these tangible things aren't just superficial. They often act as powerful signals for those deeper qualities we've discussed: confidence, presence, passion.
Okay, like what?
For instance, our sources highlight that women are often turned on when a man goes on excited and spirited tangents.
No.
About anything, really.
Like the global water crisis.
Right.
Or autocorrect.
Exactly. It could be anything. It's about the passion, the ability to express oneself with genuine enthusiasm.
Yeah.
It's seen as both a virtue and a skill. That intellectual curiosity, that unbridled passion. It's apparently incredibly attractive.
That makes sense. It shows depth, genuine interest in something. Okay, what about eye contact? That feels like it could go wrong easily.
It definitely can. It's not just any eye contact. Our sources are clear that a weird look or one that lingered too long can actually be really off-putting.
So what kind of look is good?
Looks of genuine curiosity, A mischievous look, maybe. Or a flirty look that hints at playful secrets. Something that draws her in without feeling intense or creepy.
Okay. And what about getting physically close, like whispering?
Ah, yes. A quiet whisper. Or even just breathing a little too close to the inside of her ear. That's cited as almost universally a turn-on.
Why to ear?
Well, our sources compare this to the popularity of ASMR videos. The ears are, for many people, deeply erogenous zones. That close, quiet intimacy can be very potent.
Interesting. Okay, here's another one that sounds intriguing. Clearing her head. It sounds almost magical. What does that actually look like? How do you do that without being dismissive?
Right, it's not about dismissing her feelings. It's about providing a calm, grounding presence when she's maybe caught inside her own head, overthinking, feeling overwhelmed.
And the effect is?
It's described as a freeing, lovely feeling that can shift her into an open, playful mood. Practically, it might involve a gentle, reassuring touch, maybe keeping your voice consistently calm and steady.
Or guiding her focus.
Yeah, subtly shifting the focus, saying something like, hey, let's just take a breath for a moment, or maybe, tell me what you're seeing around you right now, just outside of your thoughts. It's about helping her anchor back into the present moment with you, creating a safe space for her mind to settle.
That's a much clearer picture, thank you. Now, one that our sources really emphasize, being told what to do, but only once mutual attraction is established. This sounds like it could be easily misunderstood.
Absolutely, and it needs careful handling. This isn't about control or being authoritarian in daily life. It's about a man confidently taking the lead in a way that feels direct, but also trustworthy. Like, I know I can trust him, kind of way.
And that's attractive.
Our sources describe it as so attractive and even comforting. It alleviates her sense of responsibility in that moment, allowing her to kind of look up to him. They even emphasize that if she's always the boss in the relationship dynamics, it can actually lead to boredom for her.
So it's about confident leadership, not control.
Exactly. Thoughtful leadership that allows her to relax into the dynamic. And crucially, our sources say this desire for confident leadership escalates dramatically in the bedroom.
Right, they really highlight this as a big turn-on in bed, built on that foundation of trust. But how do you navigate that respectfully?
That's the vital distinction. In a sex situation only, as they put it, this desire is apparently times 10 to the 10th power. But, and this is critical, you must start slowly, personalize it, and first learn what she likes and dislikes.
By asking.
By asking.
Yeah.
And listen carefully to her responses. Then your level of command and leadership should reflect that. The idea is she should only need to tell you what she wants if you ask. Otherwise, you direct things at your discretion only, within the bounds of what you know she enjoys. It's about building on trust and mutual understanding, making it exciting and safe.
Okay, very clear distinction. So moving to some more immediate, almost visual turn-ons now, what else did the sources highlight?
One very specific visual is called the boxer flash.
The boxer flash.
Yeah, a simple, maybe almost accidental move where a guy lifts his arm, ideally a muscly toned arm. They specify pulling his shirt up just enough to reveal a flash of his upper boxer lining.
Like the brand name, Calvin Klein Armani.
Exactly. And his lower abdomen, just a quick flash.
Interesting. Why not?
And then very straightforwardly, smooth skin.
Self-explanatory.
Pretty much. Our sources are blunt. Poor hygiene is the fastest way to turn me off. Using a loofah or some kind of abrasive in the shower for exfoliation is recommended.
Okay, noted. And what about a man's living space? Does that matter?
Oh, significantly. A clean, what they call woman-friendly apartment is a big factor. A messy, grungy, or stereotypically bachelor-y apartment.
Pizza boxes and video games everywhere.
Yeah, or just generally smelly, that's a definite turnoff.
Right.
What's appealing is a clean, modern apartment, especially clean sheets and a clean bathroom, with the toilet getting a specific mention.
Details matter.
They really do. Apparently, fun little knickknacks and great indoor plants are also a plus. And here's a surprising one. Being stocked with Costco-sized portions of food and toiletries.
Costco sizes? Why?
The source suggests it can make a woman feel good about potentially stepping up as the woman of the house to cook clean. It implies stability and preparedness, perhaps.
That's fascinating. Okay, what else might surprise us?
Another specific turn-on mentioned is being made to feel small.
Feel small. How?
Physically. Women, our sources say, often like being picked up, thrown around playfully, and generally made to feel like you're stronger than her.
Even if she resists playfully.
Yeah, apparently while she might fight and turn it competitive, there's often a subconscious enjoyment in Feeling the strength of a man is a reminder of our own physical inferiority in terms of size. It's about that polarity.
Okay. And finally, the big one, money. How does that factor in? Rich required.
Not rich, no.
Yeah.
But the sources are very clear. You absolutely can't be cheap.
Can't be cheap. What does that mean practically?
It means having the basics covered. A decent car, a clean apartment and a decent neighborhood, a career, or at least a clear career goal. Attractive clothing, including suits when appropriate, good shoes, sunglasses, a computer, a smartphone.
Table stakes, almost.
Kinda. And financially, he should offer to pay for dinner, say, 7 times out of 10, and be willing to spend a reasonable amount of money to do fun stuff together.
But she should contribute, too.
Yes, that's important for a healthy dynamic. She should offer to pay sometimes and reciprocate in other ways. It's not about being a provider in the old-fashioned sense, but about not being stingy. Generosity is attractive.
And the bonus tying it all together.
Confidence. It comes up again and again. The biggest turn-on is a guy who knows he's got it going on. A good kisser, knows how to dirty talk, has masculine body language, and thoughtfully applies all these little things we've discussed. It's a whole package.
Okay, that covers the tangible really well. Now, shifting back a bit, let's talk about the profound impact of physical touch itself on deeper emotional intimacy. The science seems really strong here.
It really is. Physical affection, our sources clearly show, significantly reduces cortisol, that's our main stress hormone, while at the same time, it increases oxytocin, that crucial bonding hormone we keep mentioning.
Creating security and closeness.
Exactly, a palpable sense of it.
And what's truly striking is that even simple actions, like just maintaining consistent eye contact, can actually synchronize brainwaves between people. You mentioned neural synchronization earlier. That sounds incredibly complex. What does it actually mean for us day to day?
Yeah, it sounds fancy, but think of it like tuning 2 radios to the same frequency. When we engage in deep eye contact, especially during a meaningful conversation, our brainwaves can literally start to align.
Minds humming together.
Sort of. It's not just a cool science fact. It's believed to be a fundamental biological way we build empathy and rapport. It helps us feel truly in sync with someone. This synchronization is even seen between adults and infants, deepening that core emotional resonance.
That's a fascinating way to put it. So, how small of an action can actually make a difference in building this kind of connection? Are we talking grand gestures again?
Not at all. Relationship researchers have found something quite remarkable. It takes just 6 seconds to break through our daily autopilot behavior and create a truly meaningful connection. They call it the 6-second kiss.
6 seconds, that's specific.
It is. And it's not just a quick peck, it has to be a deliberate, mindful connection.
That's a powerful idea for such a short action. Our sources explain this 6-second act serves as an emotional deposit in the brain. How?
Well, it actively reduces cortisol, that stress hormone, while simultaneously boosting oxytocin, endorphins, and dopamine. All the good stuff.
So it's like a little mindfulness act.
Exactly. It helps manage daily stress and powerfully strengthens the bond. It even offers physical benefits like potentially reduced blood pressure and heart rate over time.
Wow. And hugs, is there a magic number there too?
Interestingly, with hugs, research shows the length of the hug is often more important than how often you hug. A 20-second hug, specifically.
20 seconds, that feels like a long time.
It can feel long if you're not used to it, but that duration is what seems to create a robust, positive feedback loop of oxytocin. It leads to more affectionate behavior for both the giver and the receiver.
And the benefits go beyond oxytocin.
Oh yeah. Long hugs also reduce cortisol, can lower blood pressure, alleviate stress, help regulate bodily functions, even relieve pain to some extent, and provide a deep sense of emotional comfort and groundedness.
Okay, so what does this all mean for you listening in practice beyond these specific time frames for kisses and hugs?
Right. Our sources highlight other really impactful physical connections too.
Like?
Things like hand-holding and gentle touch. These activate specific sensory neurons and vividly enhance emotional attunement between people.
And face cradling. Forehead touching.
Also powerful. They create instant warmth, calm the nervous system, foster a profound sense of safety. Massage and skin-to-skin contact are obviously great for relieving physical tension, but also really promote deep emotional bonding.
What about movement?
Dancing, or any kind of synchronized movement.
Yeah.
It fosters a unique rhythm between two people, beautifully harmonizing those physical and emotional connections.
But what if physical contact isn't always possible, or maybe not appropriate in a certain situation or stage of connection?
Great point. Our sources also outline some really powerful touch-free techniques for cultivating intimacy.
Such as?
Active listening is huge, giving your full presence, resisting that urge to immediately respond or fix, maintaining eye contact, nodding, conveying deep empathy, just being truly there.
And eye contact again, even without touch.
Yes, strategic eye contact and mirroring body language subtly enhance that neural synchrony we talked about. It signals rapport and deep understanding without a word.
What else works without touch?
Expressing genuine gratitude and heartfelt affirmations. These powerfully strengthen bonds and create positive reciprocal energy.
Cultivating shared moments, too.
Absolutely. Even simple rituals like having morning tea together in comfortable silence, or maybe journaling in the same space. These quiet moments build trust and connection steadily over time.
And conversation.
Thoughtful questions, going back to those deep questions and shared storytelling, they foster vulnerability and lead to a much deeper understanding of each other's inner worlds.
Anything else non-touch?
Finally, creative collaboration. Doesn't matter what it is, dancing, painting, making music, even cooking a meal together. Any shared creative endeavor allows for this powerful nonverbal expression of emotions and deepens connection by letting energy flow freely and intuitively between you.
Wow. We've covered a lot today. From the subtle brain chemistry of attraction right through to the unexpected power of a clean apartment.
It's quite a range, isn't it?
It really is. It's clear that what truly turns women on is this rich tapestry of biological responses, psychological safety, and intentional, thoughtful actions.
Indeed. Whether it's that profound emotional safety that triggers the oxytocin, or the playful mystery of anticipation, or even the subtle power of that 6-second kiss. Understanding these layers just provides a much fuller, more nuanced picture. The science consistently reminds us that true, lasting connection is often about touching the heart first. Everything else tends to follow from there.
So what does this all mean for you, listening right now? As you reflect on this deep dive, maybe consider how these insights, from the critical importance of genuine vulnerability to the magnetic pull of confident presence, might subtly shift your own approach, your approach to relationships, to connection.
Yeah. Definitely food for thought. And maybe here's a final provocative thought to leave you with. If lasting desire really is less about chasing some ideal of perfect looks and more about a consistent cultivation of emotional intimacy.
Celebrating someone's unique self.
Right? Celebrating their otherness, making them feel profoundly seen and valued. If that's the core of it, then what small, intentional step will you take this week to deepen a connection in your life?